With Kirk Cousins getting benched for Michael Penis, let's go over some trade destinations for Kirk Cousins this offseason. And Kirk Cousins has a very tradable contract, as his base salary is only $27.5 million next year. My number one spot for Kirk would be the 49ers. Kirk Cousins was actually drafted to Washington by Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan's dad. And Kyle Shanahan was a coach for Washington when Kirk Cousins was a rookie. The Niners will have all their elite weapons back: Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, CMC. Plus, let's be honest, would you rather pay Brock Purdy $50 million per year or just have Kirk Cousins at 27.5? The next destination would be the Pittsburgh Steelers, because the Steelers don't have a single quarterback under contract next year. Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are both free agents after this season. They got George Pickens, you got Najee Harris. They'll probably add another elite receiver this offseason. Plus, they got an elite defense. They're in win now mode, and they're in a very tough AFC North division. My third spot are the Tennessee Titans. Does anyone really see the Titans rolling with either Will Levis or Mason Rudolph next year? And they got solid weapons in Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Tony Pollard. Maybe they'll add another receiver. And Titans got a solid defense. If you look at some of the pieces they got, they could win with this team. Fourth spot are the Browns, and he already has a connection with their head coach Kevin Stefanski. They worked in Minnesota together. And Deshaun Watson is basically cooked. It seems like the Browns are ready to move on, but they can't. They got some solid pieces too in Jerry Jeudy. I like Cedric Tillman a lot. Elijah Moore, Nick Chubb will be back. They also have a good enough defense to win if their offense was just competent. And we already saw this team make the playoffs last year with a guy like Joe Flacco under center. And my final spot would be the New York Jets. But this only would make sense if Aaron Rodgers ends up retiring. They'll have the right pieces around Kirk already with Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. And if their defense can return back to the elite form that they were 2 years ago, this team could be good. And the Jets are a very desperate team. They would 100% trade for Kirk.